getting here. All right, looks good. I'm gonna open up Twitch. Make sure I'm logged in here. And then quickly access YouTube. Oh, that's the wrong one. Twitch.tv. Go. Just make sure that we're streaming.
So much damage.
Oops. Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn off the desktop audio for now as I'm trying to get to my channel. Also helps it so that there's no feedback so far. All right, so looks like Twitch is doing pretty good. It's at 1080p 48 where I want it to be. And I have horrible allergies today, so it's gonna be a fun day. And make sure there we go. All right. So Twitch is verified good. I test YouTube now. All right, so YouTube is good. Also getting 1080p, which is what I want. All right, so hey everybody, welcome back to another Unreal Engine dev live stream with Crewin the Athys. My name is Andrew, and welcome to the first official live stream of the rebranding to Thunderbolt Interactive. There's a few things I want to get touch base with, some announcements and news before we get started with the development process. So I think I should probably get straight into it. So website for Thunderbolt Interactive still is using some stock photos, but it is open for the public to view, so I'm going to bring it over. So thunderboltinteractive.com. On Twitch, you can go to below the video where it says my site, and you can click it and it'll take you here. I think YouTube has it on the channel. If you just click on my main channel, that should work. So there's some stuff here, not much. I mean, still actively in development. So like we have Crewin athys, but you can't click on it or anything because I am currently migrating the Crewin website to this site. So I have it right here saying it's being migrated over. Everything. I'm not sure if you're on the stream deck. There we go. So we have that. So I'm gonna go grab my box of tissues. I'm gonna be right back. Let me just mute myself real quick. All right, we're back. It's gonna be a little bit of a different live stream today. And it's in between jobs for a few days. Have a free day, and I have a 5-day weekend basically before I go back to work at a different job. So we are going to make use of that time to live stream a lot the next couple days. I hope. Just get some of the stuff up out of the way so I can stream that forward. Go. Awesome. All right. So, along with games, Thunderbolt Interactive will be selling software. So we have Tech Pack, which is our inventory management software, which I might do a little integration video or like introductory segment at the end of the stream. But obviously, you can buy it. We also have like a simple address book, a Tech Pack, and the data migration stuff like that. But you also can submit tickets. So obviously I can't because I'm an admin. So that's all right. But yeah, so let's get into the video real quick. All right. This is gonna be a tough stream for me to do. um in other news, SSD failed that holds Crewin. I was able to migrate all of the data to a new 2 terabyte M.2 that I bought from Amazon and sent the old one RMA to Samsung, which was a very hard process to do. I want to make a little video about my experiences with Samsung's RMA and how I could not use the website at all. So that'll just be stuff there. I might do a video on that, but honestly, I don't know what that at this point if I'm gonna want to do that or not. Either way, they just received the SSD, and I will probably be getting a replacement within the next couple weeks, which means I'll have 4 terabytes of M.2 storage. So I'll actually be able to hold more stuff since my data is pretty much full, my storage. But so obviously it's been a while since I've done a live stream. So we are going to just press play as I am going to talk about some features that I've added and also figure out why the casual stream. Okay, so it's all right. So it's just this that is out. That's out of the way. All right, so I'm gonna lower my volume. So obviously performance, we're still having a little bit of issues, but that's mainly because we have Black Hollow Dungeon as well. So we come over here. Almost the same. Also, streaming really kicks it down. So, kicks it down about 10 frames per second. So, we're going to try and get through this as fast as I can here. But, let it load up here for a second. As soon as it's done loading, it should go up a little bit, I hope. There we go. So, obviously, there's 5,389 actors in the world currently. But the main thing, other than NPCs, is the addition of inns. Now, this is the only inn that is currently in the game so far, because that's what I'm mainly working on. When you enter the inn, it does have its own soundtrack, and each inn I think is going to be different. But then you have an innkeeper over here. This is phase 1 innkeeper that you can buy and sell stuff from. And then all of these are just static meshes that we replace by pickup items in the future. I'm gonna go full screen so it's easier to see this part. Obviously, I have weather back on just to make this look better. So let's fast travel to J-Dale and see. You can get 60 FPS just out in the wild. It's just only when you hit capital cities. It's a lot. And obviously I can do stuff like Obviously, Black Hollow and everything's still rendered for some reason. NPC is no longer. So obviously, those are all gone. So that was only 95 actors, and now here we are. With streaming, we're at 30 frames a second because there's a huge delay when you are loading worlds in editor. So as you can see, we're getting 4K 40 FPS. It's usually okay, now we're alright, I guess it depends on what's going on. And there's NPCs over here already. Obviously it's a lot smoother than Black Hollow. But let's head this way. Obviously we have these lampposts and stuff. Which they do actually do come in handy. A lot of people have been having issues getting finding places. There are a few visual bugs that are in the game that have to do with time, day, and weather. So let's speed up a little bit here. Kind of crazy how huge the world is. I actually think I'm on high side. Let me head back down to moderate. Alright, so the world gets really dark during a snowstorm or rain. I think this is rain at the moment. It's past this. So here we are. We have Devlog, J-Dale, and I don't even think we're actually at high. We're at almost high for everything except for texture and shadow quality. But yeah, we're at 4K. VSync is on. Obviously, we're currently getting like between 60 and 70 FPS, which is good. That means the landscape is not doing a whole lot. But yeah, this is one of the issues. Complete visual darkness during a snowstorm. Now, I mean, like, you can kind of see, you can see the outline of the world and stuff. You can't see anything close to you. Which is an issue. I mean, and now it's complete pitch black, and it'll be like this for a little bit. This is not one of the bugs we're fixing right now. We're kind of just gonna wait and see how long it is. Only thing that you can see is even the sword texture. There you go. You can kind of see a little bit ahead. Apparently the NPC right here. Now it's pitch black again. Apparently, if you look this way, it's 60 FPS. Or if you look this way, it's like 30. That's it. Anywho, let's get out of there. Or all of theirs. Alright, so I think what we're gonna work on this stream is items and other stuff like that. So we're gonna head into the here. And essentially all of these are gonna turn into items that you can pick up. I think that's what we're gonna do this stream. Or we're going to work on more ins. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's look on ins. Let's do that. Let's load up Anton. And then get over here. There we go. Now, here we are in Anton. That's not Anton. Anton. Oh, Anton Capital. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully hopefully it loads. I hope it loads. Taking a second. Just trying to get my build around here. Let me. I definitely forgot to do a lot of stuff with the YouTube part of it. There we go. All right, now we should have a better SEO score. I definitely forgot to edit the SEO score when I was setting up the stream and get the tags and stuff working. Alright, Amazon Capital seems to be loaded now. So I should just be able to up and go over here to Amazon. There we go. Now, we gotta figure out which building to get rid of and replace it with an inn that would fit. So, obviously, let's head over to the blueprints or Crewin tab and figure out which inn we want to use. Now I'm thinking something like inn number 3. It's not as big as the other inn, and not as big as the inn as in Black Hollow, but it's still a decent sized inn. And I would say I always replace this plaster. I think it's this one. Isolate. No, not that one. Yeah, this plaster with cobblestone. I usually end up going to medieval build meshes. Oh, it's this, right? Yeah, I usually grab a texture like that. Which kind of helps. Not exactly sure. Let me just find cobblestone. This. I don't think it's this. Yeah, that's horrible. You know what? I have an idea. Let's go to the other in 4. Let's get right there. Stone wall blend. There we go. So that way it kind of fits the art style of everything else. Whoa, we just got not good stuff there. Okay, so let's unload Anthon. Let's keep the capital just so we have the least amount of. Oh, and Unreal crashed. Whoa. Okay, that's a new one. So let's send and restart that. Uh, Definitely an interesting thing that happened. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, it caught me off guard a little bit. Whoa. Apparently I have Facebook open on my phone. So now I gotta bring this over here. So now let's load up Anton Capital. At least we didn't do much. So alright. So let's zoom over this way to actually I think this is cool. Alright, there we go. So now back over the hit this in number 4. I saved it. Just in case I'll have number 4 open. Do we save 3? Okay, so 3 has been saved. So we're good there. So obviously if we put in 3, this is how big it is. Which means we should just be able to get rid of this house right here. Small one, hit delete. We should just be able to plop it right here. So obviously this side, we have this entrance, an entrance right here, and an entrance right here, all on this little UE right here. And let's actually make it a little nicer. Let's add a couple trees right here, because there's not really any trees in Anthon, because I am saving the environmental for an environmental artist that we're going to be hiring towards the end of the year. It's going to be a contract gig, so if anyone here is a contractor that does environments, so creating ponds and stuff and everything, and just making the landscape look nice, make sure to give me or Michael an email, either a klasen at thunderworldinteractive.com or m.not at thunderworldinteractive.com, and we'll keep you on file for when we figure out who we're going to hire come the end of the year. So, um, I am definitely in the wrong mode. My allergy is having all over the place today. So let's bring this down and let's try and get. We got a couple. And let me make my view mode back up to far just so we can see the whole entire time. Alright, we got ourselves 6 trees right here. And we can also just put trees right here as well. Any open area, we'll put trees. We'll put trees behind the blacksmith. Just because, why not? At least now there's some more trees, a little more variety. But now we have an inn, which is really nice. And obviously, I'm going to have to redo this inn. I have a map that has it. Get rid of all the doors. Because this, I mean, we want to be able to open and close these doors. So, obviously, the inn will be the exact same. I can just copy and replace that. So I'll do it at a different point in time. I didn't realize I messed up all of these into the same way. Am I going to have to do all of them? I know. So in them, it's just this inn that I have to do. Maybe one. Do I have to redo one? I do not. I do have to redo one as well. Yeah. So let's exit out of that. We're now going to find a door. And it's a blueprint. You will find door 01. And obviously, I put it up against the wall. And I just find a door. That's so actually what I usually do. Try and find the modular fantasy in folder. And meshes, props, and I think doors are in here. Maybe not. Maybe some structural. So let's get this door right here. And you just select an asset, and then you get a little bit get closer here. Go. I would say this is still out a little bit, so we're gonna just like that. So now that door is good. I should just be able to copy and paste this now. And then, oh, I'll have to do this one as well, but I can still bring a door over here. Alright, so now all three entrances have doors. Next phase is getting this to be nice is to paint the bottom landscape of craters so that the grass does not show up. So obviously we'll just go around. And we're actually gonna make the strength 1. And obviously it might come out a little bit, which is okay. You can see a little bit. Obviously you can try and edit the fall off. Around the house, so there's very minimal grass showing up here. Go back over here. There you go. Alright, so this end is now completed. The end here, and let's add props. Looking for a bar stool. Might have to look it up right here. We're gonna add 5 stools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Separate these two out a little more, and then just like randomly change the orientation. Just so they don't all look completely the same. And maybe even like edit the locations a little bit so it doesn't look like it's in a straight line. Make it look a little bit lively, like so. Obviously now we have stuff right here. I mean, who knows? Maybe this will be working out just fine. I'll have to find out. Actually, let me get back to the chat. Alright, I have chat open now, so if anyone has any questions, I don't even know if anyone. We have a couple watchers. Actually, get rid of myself, so that'll make it so that's a little bit easier to see. There we go. So if you have any questions, chat's open on screen, and I also have it on the side just in case. So I'm going to now save, and just realized that I didn't actually put this in that level. Now we have to hold on. That's all the same. Hold on a second. I'm gonna delete the player start real quick. Let's drop in right here. I think it's just like an instanced match, or I just severely messed up. Okay, so A, I have to lower the house, and B, I messed up. I accidentally replaced the did the door instead of the full mesh itself. So let me quickly just do -180. Go. Alright, so all three of these current, move slash current level, save level. For some reason we're losing FPS here. I don't know how long we were losing FPS for. Oh, alright, we're back up now. Weird. Uh, let's just wait. Here. It's almost done saving. Oh god, it is. This is insane. How long is it gonna take? Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. Next up is let's do Factshore next. Actually make sure it's at its regular one this time. So let's do this the correct way. There you go. Myself up here pretty quickly. There you go. Alright, so sorry. Dying here. Let's put content browser 1 for the stone wall blend. And I can just quickly switch over to it. So let's remove this house. Okay. Put in number 2. Big in. Didn't really realize how big it was. Smaller than in number 1. I might have to move that a little bit and then move slightly. A. Gotta put it on the ground. And this will be fine. And I actually don't know, do these have collision yet? Alright, so I gotta make sure that if these compact collision is simple for all of these, so I definitely forgot to do that. Alright, so now these actually have collision, which is good. Now this in is here. Now obviously it doesn't look like any of these, so that is what we're going to work on right now. So again, we bring this up, isolate all the stucco. I already pronounced that. We're going to fix it. The stone wall. Next up, I'll isolate the roof. Pick one of these. Open the blueprint editor here. That is not a good looking roof. So never mind on that. Maybe a ceiling. Or a roof. I don't know. That looks good actually. Hold on, wait. Nice. Alright. So we'll keep that as this end right here. And obviously we already placed it in fact sure. So there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. That's me. Trying to be respectful and sneeze off screen, but I have no idea how well it's working, so I do apologize. Alright, so obviously Thaxor has one, Beplor has one, does not have one, Anthon, so Draco's Den and Beplor. Let's do Beplor first. So load her up, make a current level, and then zoom on over there. And that'll be good. Well, I'm tired. I'm tired today. I had a lot of sleep though, which is kind of interesting. Right, make current, and zoom and then we go. Oh, I am facing some FPS issues here. Obviously, we haven't really done a lot of optimization here, and there's a lot of free space here. We can put like in number 3 anywhere. Thinking right here, maybe. And actually, Buffalo is a pretty big city. But obviously, we'll have to flatten out the landscape over here. Now it should be good from all sides. So we should probably have one right there. Probably have one up here somewhere. Let's have one right over here. We can do a smaller one over here. So let's just be like in number 2. And then we'll bring it up. Yeah, hate it and everything. Ooh, I am having a lot of FPS issues here. Now we're gonna smoothen that. Smoothen all of this. Make it nice and smooth. We're also gonna smoothen this. That way. Wow, we did not work on this at all. We're getting like random frame spikes too, which is so weird. Making sure all of these are good. Alright, there we go. So now we have 2 ins here. Obviously, we're gonna save real quick. Save everything now. There we go. What is going on here? I don't know. Alright, so now we can unload that floor. Load up in Draco's den. And this one's gonna be different. Obviously, here's Draco's den. All of these. So the only thing I can think of is just replace, like, get rid of replace those with in number 1. Obviously, we'll have to get rid of these 2 in the back too. And then have them be right up against these 2, and then also bring it up so they can actually be used. And then obviously edit this so that it gets to have the smooth concrete and that fun stuff, which I'm gonna look for here in a second. So obviously now this looks a lot better. Obviously it's a very poor be looked at, so we might actually replace it with this base one. There we go. Looks utterly stupid, but whatever. Looks stupid, but whatever. There'll be a lore for this. Alright. There we go. Awesome. So each lore has an inn. Obviously, each of these inns is going to have to be maintenance and stuff and get stuff in there and stuff. But at least each hold capital has at least one inn that you can go into. Each hold, other than devlog, has NPCs. Actually, only Black Hollow and Anthon. Or no, only Black Hollow and Draco's Den has NPCs. Back Shore will indeed there's a different update due to something that I'm doing with it. That floor has a little strip of NPCs. See what else? Anthon. I don't think does Anthon have them. Hold on, we're gonna reload Anthon Capital. Make it back over there. Alright, so there's multiple things on it. So we have I can even an audio area. And POI. So no. Holy cow, what is going on with this FPS? There's something not right going on right now. But let's grab a spawner. Make sure we select correct actor, the child, how many? 250. Spawn on ground, slow spawn. And then let's up the spawn extent. Try and have it be the X and Y of this town itself, like so. Extent. You can lift it a little bit and bring the ground. So that way you can spawn anywhere. 200. Now I'm gonna save this. So last time I did this caused a blue screen of death, which was determined by Samsung that it wasn't this an issue with the SSD because I did get rid of it. So now we're gonna try it again, see what happens. Let it load real quick. I'm only loading 250, so shouldn't be as bad as Black Hollow where I'm loading like 400. But I reused Crewin's old theme for this town actually. But holy cow, the FPS is horrible. We are getting NPCs though. But like it's low key 10 frames a second. You can't have 5,000 blueprint times if there's not even 5,000. I don't know, but profiling is the next thing that we're going to be doing. Well, I'm going to be doing at a different point in time. But obviously, Veplor now has NPCs. Oh, looks like I already had a spawner. Alright, well, we're gonna get rid of the original one. And put the new one right there. Alright. So obviously, that is that. Which means all that would be left is Veplor. And Veplor has a different scenario, just of how it's laid out. So let's go to Veplor and figure this out. Because obviously, I don't want NPCs kind of like in this area. I only want them along the line of the road, so we're gonna have multiple spawners. So we're gonna let this sit and load for a minute. We press G. We have one set of NPCs spawning right here. Spawning 50. We're kind of just going to copy and paste this maybe 4 times with NPCs right here, here, and here. So actually, let's put it over here. We can bring that. Now, the X is fine. We can bring down the Y extent. Just bring it right here. And honestly, we're going to edit the citizens behavior component. Random distance is going to be a 9,000. There we go. Now, if we load inside here, technically NPC update would be done. So we're gonna let that spawn all of the NPCs in. We're just gonna let it do its thing, you know? Let's get in the city. Alright, so obviously we're getting 9 FPS right now, which is really bad. So let's do stat AI. For the AI is only taking 1.6 milliseconds, which means the AI is not the issue. We do stat texture group, taking a decent bit of time. We go to stat game. Blueprint time is really small. Looks like we have nav tick time is the highest. at 22. Only thing I can think of is that nav tick time, which no one's really using. I mean, it's a weird bug where they're not moving, and obviously I can make my view distance far, like it's supposed to be. So obviously this is how the game's gonna look, or not how the game's perform, how it's gonna look. But me. See if we have any weird issues here. Everything looks alright. Trying to find stuff I can close to give myself extra system performance. I can close Samsung Edition. I can close this. Now I only have Stream Deck, OBS Studio, Chrome, and Unreal Engine open. Which is, we are doing okay here. Cool. Alright, just looking through. So we can play, setting the morphs. Obviously, we're doing a bunch of things, so we don't need lip sync. We're not using lip sync right now, so we can just remove the execute. That gets rid of a little bit. We're gonna make this 2 seconds. Because now we're gonna head up to NPC demo. It's stuff. Get rid of the dispatchers. Anything we don't need, we're just gonna get rid of here. I'm gonna bring this up here. This option turns on the animation. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. I doubt this will really help, but making them a little bit smaller in file size might help. God knows. I don't know at all. Just trying to make this a little bit easier for me to use. I don't know. Either way, technically, it's done. The update's done, technically. Alright, so 2 is the worst out of those 3. So let me save that floor and unload it. All I need is this. And unload that. Alright, awesome. So obviously now all of these are done. Save for system level, yada yada yada. Let it load best it can. Definitely taking a minute, but I guess that's really a price for this at the moment. Alright, there is that, and then press G to make it turn on game mode. Alright, so all of the NPCs are now done. Or at least all the spawners in the world, in the main capital cities are done. Now I gotta go and do it for all the small their towns, which I'm gonna do later. I'm gonna take a little break from live streaming. It's been an hour. I'll probably come back around 3 or 4 o'clock just to do that. So I'll see you guys in a few hours, hopefully, as long as nothing happens. So